Hello everybody, I'm Emily Hill, the owner of Hillpoint Scanning, LLC, and I want to give you a quick overview of Hillpoint Scanning and answer a few questions today. 3D LiDAR scanning uses light to make a digital mold of something in the physical world. The scanner sends out light that's reflected off any surface it can see. When the light comes back to the scanner, it provides data about how far it went, the angle of the surface it hit, the color of that surface, and the strength with which it was reflected. Compile several million of these points, and now you have incredibly rich data called a point cloud. That point cloud is then used as a pattern or basis to draw blueprints, take virtual tours, compare to existing plans, or even start a digital twin. So that's what laser scanning does and what it can be used for, but who uses it? Let me start with an example. When you put into Google Maps your destination, it needs one more piece of information from you. It needs to know where you're starting from before it can give you directions. So building renovations are no different. For a successful project with the fewest issues, you need an accurate starting point. And along about now is when folks usually ask me, how did you find out about this? I've never heard of this technology, where did it come from? So in April of 2023, I was introduced to laser scanning as a way of documenting existing buildings. My husband is an architect and had to he went to a demonstration of the Leica family of scanning products. As per usual in our house, we were talking about our day, and when he starts talking about how accurate these scanners are, that really piqued my interest, because I was in manufacturing and talking about things in thousandths of an inch, and I immediately saw how the accuracy of these scanners and the detail it could capture would enhance architecture and construction workflows. So I did some more research and found out that in Western New York, a lot of architects, engineers, construction companies, building owners know about laser scanning, but most don't use it or don't use it very often yet. And I thought that sounded like a really great opportunity to bring this technology closer to home. And it's why I started Hillpoint Scanning, to make it easy and efficient to have a building scanned, because I believe it's by far the best way to document current conditions. Scanning allows my customers to be more efficient and accurate, saves them time and money. Have you ever had to send people back to a site to take more measurements, more pictures, to verify things? Scanning virtually eliminates these repeat visits. By eliminating repeat visits, it means your staff spends less time traveling, more time creating prints or drawings or doing whatever high-level tasks you really would prefer them to do. And this makes the modeling more efficient as well. The scanner sees everything in its line of sight. So details that are easy to miss when you're taking measurements and notes and pictures in the field are kind of hard to miss when you're drawing from a point cloud. Bump outs on walls, columns, variations in wall thickness or room dimensions, door swing direction are all things that are easy to identify when using Hillpoint deliverables. So if you have a building scanned, you have the chance to save time traveling and save time from being on site. There's great reasons to be on site. Documenting and taking measurements shouldn't need to be one of them very often with scanning. You'll have less rework, and you'll look great to your clients because of these things, and also because of the gorgeous deliverables and shareable data you have to share with them. Hillpoint Scanning is also especially aware of how our interactions on site can reflect on you as our customer. So we're going to go in there and make sure that any occupants, owners, patients, your customer, the public, everybody that we encounter is going to be treated with respect and with an effort to have the least impact on their day while we're on site. A common question is, how about cost? How much does this cost? Well, there's too many variables to give you a set cost per project or per square foot. Things like, how big is the building? How many scans do we need? How cut up is the space? Do I need supplemental equipment to scan this? What level of detail do you need? All of those things figure into our quote. I can tell you I've had feedback from my customers so far that they are happy with the price and happy with the deliverables that they're receiving. How does 3D point cloud data fit into your architectural workflow? Some people are worried you're not going to know how to use this. You'll get a point cloud deliverable that's imported as an object into your Revit file or whatever software you use, and an LGS file with a free viewing software that acts as your ability to virtually tour the property. Both of these deliverables can be measured in the software, in your software, or in the viewing software. And I plan to do a lot more videos on this. It's a very detailed subject. There's a lot of interest, and I want you to make sure that you are comfortable with what you're going to get. So check back. What's going to make Hillpoint's deliverables stand out in the industry? I already talked about how we expect to behave on site. So that's one. But also, we are using Leica RTC 360 and Leica's software to process that data. Hillpoint provides extremely accurate data with beautiful 3D imagery because we chose the Leica family of products to work with. The scanner is fast. It gathers up to 2 million points per second, accurate to 5.33 millimeters at 40 meters, and reliable, getting us a full dome scan and photos at medium intensity in 1 minute and 51 seconds. We really believe Leica is the leading edge of this technology. We wanted to use the pointy end of the stick. And that's why we chose Leica and Imagineit as our partners. At this point, I hope you're curious about what Hillpoint Scanning can do for you and your partners. Reach out to us with any of the contact methods shown here. We're ready to answer your questions. Thank you.